Hi everyone, time for another Precious Metals update. I'm JR. Today's Monday, July 20th, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I wanted to get this quick video out. Obviously, anytime we have serious market dips, we want to make sure we immediately analyze price action, right? So yesterday we had a drop of over $50. The market did recoup most of it, not all of it though. But obviously, we want to take a look at some of these technicals and see and have an idea of what they're saying, right? So, anytime you have a big drop, what you first want to do is you want to go to the higher time frame. So this is your monthly time frame. Now, coincidentally, I was actually doing a long-term analysis last night. The market ended up dropping around 8 o'clock yesterday evening, and at around 5 or 6 o'clock, I actually did some analysis, and I actually had gone. This was before the drop, so much bigger time frames. Looking at the quarterly time frame, so I was trying to analyze this trend here, right? So I was trying to analyze this long-term trend, right? That's what the trend looks like. Now, anytime you have big trends, let's look at the Dow Jones. Anytime you have these huge trends, the lines are pretty tricky to draw. So I wanted to make sure that I was just going over that gold chart, and I want to make sure that I get those lines right. So you can see here that if I do this, so you have a low here, you have a low here, and if I connect those two lows, I get a trend line that's never been tested, right? So that trend line is not working all that well for me. So we can also go this route and just say that the market fell below here. Um, so we can also do something like this. But again, I get another trend line that I've only tested that's only been tested twice, right? Here and here. The market never tested that line again. So I'm going to delete both of these here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at, let's say, a trend like this. Right, I like this trend better because it seems like the market is respecting this trend line a little bit better. Right? It's tested the trend line a few times, and again, it just becomes pretty tricky to get it right, right? Because you don't know what millions of brains are doing, right? You don't know how these computers are working and so on, right? So my point being that the gold market, I actually did some long-term analysis, and I actually I went back on the quarterly chart here, and this was the line that I got all the way from bottom, okay, from the start of this rally, which was back in April of 2001. And the best match that I could find was this. Coincidentally, 2 hours later, this market falls, and look at what it does. It actually tests this line here, right? Now, you have a big move to the downside right here. We talked about this level here, 1150 to 1131. The market needs to stay above that level. If it doesn't, targeting 1050. So I was trying to see if the market fell below this. That's why I was doing the long-term analysis. If the market did fall below, how far down will we go? So again, my initial target of 1050 is still there just because of the break of that trend, right? You had a big break of this. Let's look at this back in this weekly chart. So you had a big break of this trend here, okay? So the next level, obviously, like I've said before, is 1050. But again, given this trend line here, this might be another washout. They say that it was a flash crash yesterday, but also there was there was one huge order. I'll give more details on another video, but in any case, I just wanted to study these price action, right? So we saw the move. Targeting is still 1050, but who knows? This market might hold up. This would be your next level of support here, okay? And it actually touched that level, okay? So you had this trend line here, okay? And you also have this level of support, okay? So who knows? This market might turn around here. I wouldn't make any bets on it. I wouldn't buy here. This is not a buy zone for me. My buy zone will probably be more around the lines of maybe around 1050. You can pick some up, but really this is the last level of support for me to buy gold, okay? I mean, prices are, the mint is still out of silver. Eagles, the fundamentals are still there. And I have some more articles that I'm going to show you guys tomorrow. But again, I just wanted to get this quick video. It is 10:30 at night, so I just wanted to get this video out so we have a good perspective of where this market can potentially go to. So again, this is your first level of support here between 1046 all the way up to 1092. So it tested this level. Now it's back out of this level here. But again, I'm still targeting 1050. That would be the bottom of this zone here at around 1042. I wouldn't still buy there. Again, my goal would probably be to buy in this area here between 970 all the way to 1034. Okay, why do I like that zone better? Very simple. Because this was a big level of support. This level held from 2008 all the way to 2009. Big level of resistance here. It actually took the market quite some time. This was actually a bull flag here. Okay, there's your bull flag. The market breaks out. Several more attempts at breaking this level, and it finally broke through that level. This is going to be the best level to get in if this market falls to that level. Again, we do have this long-term trend line, okay, which is holding support right now. The market has already gone up. So the low was 1171 here. I have it on mine as 1071 was the low, 1072. Some other systems have it around 1075, and I've seen a few that have the low at 1081. The move was extremely quick. I'll show a 5-minute chart just so you guys can have an idea of how long this move was, of how quick this move was. This is a 5-minute candle. Within a matter of 5 minutes, this market went from 1131 all the way down to 1072. Before the 5 minutes was up, it was back at 1103. So again, I'm actually very excited about these prices. I'm very excited about these levels. And again, I think this is a gift from the market. And we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. I wouldn't make any bets right now. Let this market calm down. There's nothing to draw here. When you have a drop the way you had this drop here, there's nothing to draw. So there's no trend lines that could be drawn or anything. So you definitely don't want to buy. You don't want to sell. You don't want to do anything right here. Okay, you want to let this market start building some sort of trend or some sort of pattern, right? As of now, we don't have any of that. So we'll let this go. I actually did put some hedges on here, okay? So the market, surprisingly enough, it picked up the hedges. Normally when you see a move this big, it skips your prices and your orders don't get filled. So yeah, so not bad at all. I was lucky to get in on that, okay? And besides that, 1050 is the next level to look out for. Very excited about these prices. You should be also. You should be very excited about what's to come here in this precious metals market. Also, last thing I want to point out is you have a bullish divergence. Okay, this is going down. This is going up. So you have a lot of support here. Again, this zone is working out so far, is working out really nice. And again, this is a zone that's in confluence of a weekly Bollinger Band. We are actually below the weekly Bollinger Band. This metal is extremely oversold. I would think that by the end of this week, this thing is probably going to be testing the 1130 range, probably 1140, 1160, before maybe retesting these lows again. Again, I would imagine that it's not going to make a quick bounce, but if it is going to bounce from here, what a beautiful chart this is, guys. You guys have to really look at this chart. This is a beautiful bullish chart with some correction. Another thing that I want to point out here is you have a descending wedge. Descending wedges, we all know those are bullish. Okay. All right, I'm not going to go over silver. I just wanted to go over gold. Silver didn't really drop much, which is also a weird sign. Okay, silver, again, the low is 1430. We saw a low of 1455. So again, silver still trading within that range. Potentially, this could go down to 1350, but we've already gone over silver a couple of times. So tomorrow I'll do a little bit more. I'll do a bit more of the detailed analysis with some articles that I want everyone to see. All right. I hope everyone has a great night, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.